About to go live on Wall Street Sizing Up. Let's see when we're live. And we are off and running. It's Wall Street Sizing Up. Stock market news today. We try to stream it every day. In fact, I don't think we missed a day, at least business days. Again, it's March 16th, the year of our Lord 2021. This is the quick bites, quick hits for the stock market news for the geeks, the traders, and the misfits. Hopefully it's stuff you will not find on CNBC. So let's get started. So I'm going to try to do this under 10 minutes. Here we go. We're off the markets. Dow finished the day down 127. NASDAQ was up 11. And S&P was off just 6 points in after hours trading. Dow Jones, they're about the same. Actually, the NASDAQ is up to 69. So that's what's different. To check out our U.S. 10-year Treasury note, it did go up today. Hence, the markets were a little bit down. So I'm not going to say that's the main reason. There were some retail numbers, and we'll get to those in just a second. See what's going on the crypto markets. I believe Bitcoin is at 56.2. So it has climbed back up, and it's down about 5% from its high. Well, 4% from its high. So this is our Twitter page. If you don't know anything about stock trade, so stocktrade.tips is our sponsor, but we're also partnered with them. We give out essentially buy alerts, big hedge funds that have taken big positions in companies. That's 24 hours old, so that's late. So let's start. Here we go. Before I get to the Biden eyes, the first major tax hike, let me go back here just real quick. Wall Street economists have already begun hiking their GDP estimates for the remainder of the year amid expectations that the stimmy will unleash a consumer rebound. Probably. And while U.S. retail sales dipped by the most since April 2020 of last year, the decline is likely to be one-off as additional stimmy and vaccine-enabled reopenings help stoke consumption. I agree. It's going to help. But when you see the next two stories, who's going to pay for it? Well, you just saw it. I'm not burying the lead here at all. Biden eyes first major tax hike since 1993. I believe that was Clinton. So that's what's going on there. Really, there's really nothing more in that story, right? Yellen, it did say that Yellen's on board, and that's the way that they're going to try to move things forward. But then you have this though. So in the COVID relief stimmy, they put in provisions, and this is what's just incredible. So the headline clearly reads: Senate Democrats say COVID relief bill plan makes it easier for Biden to cancel student debt. So they are looking at canceling up to $50,000 in student debt. Whether you agree with that or not, I'm a fence sitter on that. You're going to cancel this debt, but you're going to tax the rich who create the jobs and who could just shut down the companies. They don't, some of these, I sit the fence because we don't make that much. But my point is that those are the job creators. There's a reason that they make that much money. But check this out. So Senate Democrats Chuck Schumer, Elizabeth Warren, Bob Menendez, same old, say a piece of the $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package will make it easier for President Joe Biden to cancel federal student debt. The legislation will make loan forgiveness tax-free. So in the bill, they inserted, not pork, but they inserted these, I guess, statements or laws or whatever it is, to where that if he does cancel student debt, whatever that may be, let's say it's $50K, that there won't, typically when you get debt canceled, that's like income to the IRS, and you would pay your income tax bracket on that, whether that's 15%, 27%, I don't know, right? But you're talking about all student debts. This could be for doctors, it could be for a lot of people, right? So, and what about the kids that have worked their way through college and who have paid off their debt? Are you going to give them something? Because you should, because they did it the right way, right? And what you should do is you should let student debt, not to go up on this tangent, but you should let student debt be erased by bankruptcy. And you want to see student debt go way down? That's how you do it, because it's the schools. It's the schools that have raised the price beyond. And Google's going to get all these startups are out there. You can literally, we had a story 2 days ago, right, or on Friday, that Professor Galloway, he's got something called Section 4, right? Section 4 is a startup. We got $30 million Series A, 700 kids in a virtual class, $700, and you can get your MBA or something like your MBA, and that's coming. The senators want Biden to forgive up to $50,000 in debt through executive action, which again, executive action, here's the deal. Executive action can be taken to court. Trump learned that the hard way. While the president has urged lawmakers to pass legislation lifting $10,000 in loans. So we'll see what happens there. All right. U.S. retail sales. Let's talk about it. U.S. retail sales fell by 3% last month, following a 7.66% increase. Now, we just talked about this a little bit, but here's some more. We're going to deep dive a little bit. Retail sales fell by 3% last month, following a 7.6% increase in January. That was attributed to the release of the stimmy checks. However, retail sales for the last 3 months are up 6% compared to the same period last year. So here's where I want to dive down a little bit. Sales in the areas of auto, furniture, electronics, home improvement, healthcare, and clothing all were down, while spending on food and beverage remained consistent and compared to January. Spending on gas increased by 3.6% as gas prices go up, and they're also blaming that the retail sales falling was due to the harsh ice storms, snowstorms, the cold weather in various parts of the U.S. last month, which clearly took a toll, right? And have contributed to the lower spending. So I thought that was interesting to do more of a deep dive there. All right, air. We saw this yesterday, but I wanted to, it's kind of common sense, though, right? I mean, if you want to, airline stocks are up a combined 28% year to date already. Air travel jumps as vaccination spurred vaccination booking. Stock surge. I saw that 40% would fly on a plane after vaccination. About 20% would do it now. That's about 6%. I do wonder if the government is going to institute some type of, vaccine passport to even get on a plane. So they're talking about that. Want to make you aware of that. If you did not know, you probably do. All right, Blackstone and Starwood. Starwood is based here. It's run by Ross Perot Jr. They are buying extended stay hotels for $6 billion. So congratulations to them. Not really much more to say about it. They've got 650 hotels total, and not the best run chain, and it's definitely a lower budget chain is what I would say. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Love the comments, especially when I stream live. All right. Robinhood buys recruiter Bink to step up hiring. Now, this is, at first I thought this was kind of odd. Robinhood announced the acquisition of Bink for an undisclosed sum. Some people think could be in the close to $1 billion. That's what I read. Aiming to double the size of its recruiting organization. They clearly have a lot of positions open right now. And they need to fill more, but I don't know if they need to go out and buy a recruiting firm. But clearly Robinhood knows what they're doing. They're also, from what I read, they're having, after the GameStop debacle and the meme stock debacle, they're having a little bit of an issue finding, let's just say, the best talent. So they are offering, from what I read, they are offering incentives in some stock. So let me try. This is not the one I wanted to get to. We're going to go to Amazon gamification, if I can find it here. Yeah. Amazon expands gamification program that encourages warehouse employees to work harder. Clearly, it's called FC Games and is a program that gamifies warehouse work for Amazon workers. Amazon uses the games to help measure and encourage productivity. There are as many as 6 arcade-style mini games that are played by competing tasks in the warehouse. The program is completely optional for workers. You don't have to do it, and they can play anonymously. But workers can compete against other workers even if they are at different warehouses. The rewards earned from playing the games can be turned into virtual pets, is what this says. Now, I have seen that that you get virtual rewards. That's it. You're not getting real money. I'm sure that's probably the next step. But it's a very interesting concept to essentially make employees run faster. All right. So let me just say before we get into this one, good luck with this. The Indian government is planning to ban cryptocurrency. That includes, of course, Bitcoin. If the new laws are passed, there will be fines for trading, mining, and owning cryptocurrency. How would you ever know? India's central bank has tried to ban cryptocurrencies before in 2018. Didn't work then, but the Supreme Court overturned the ban. Don't we think that'll happen again? Like, I don't understand the thought here. There's a precedent. Cryptocurrency owners will have 6 months to liquidate their positions to the law. Would make India one of the most cryptocurrency hostile jurisdictions in the world when they need it the most. But understand, the Indian government wants to come out and do their own crypto. That's probably what's behind this, right? But good luck with this. 1, it wouldn't work in the first place. 2, you've already tried it. And 3, it was overturned by your own Supreme Court. So I don't know whether and let me just be real clear. The man that got me into crypto in 2012, he's an Indian man. He's a Muslim. He's one of my favorite guys in the world, one of my good friends. And, he took me to a Bitcoin conference. It was actually a gaming/Bitcoin conference. It had a Bitcoin floor. No sponsors at all. It's crazy. Vitalik was there when he was like 14. It's crazy. All right, next up, we're talking about Wine Club. No, kidding there. Cruz acquires Voyage, another autonomous vehicle merger. So an AV startup, Voyage, that serves retirement communities. The terms of the deal have not been disclosed. The acquisition comes following Microsoft's $2 billion investment in Cruz at a $30 billion valuation in January. Check this out. Now, Voyage, right, it's an AV startup that serves retirement communities. Check this. I had no idea. Voyage currently offers low-speed self-driving vehicles, right? Low speed, though, to retirement communities of 4,000 residents in San Jose and one of 125,000 residents in Florida. How big is that retirement community? 125,000 people. That's like a 5A school here in Texas. Good God. It's going to be the largest retirement community in the world. So, but that is, very, very cool. Microsoft knows where to punch. Clearly they do. Now, this is the one that I do not like to talk about. Nokia has announced they will lay off 11% of its workforce, or approximately 10,000 employees over the next 2 years to offset what? The CapEx on 5G networks. The company said that the layoff will reduce its cost by more than $700 million, but they're going to need billions there, though. So that's just a start. All right, I don't know if I had this next one or not. You'll see that one in just a second. Buyer of the $69 million Beeple crypto art says that the crypto art called Everdays, or Everydays, is that what it was called? It belongs in a museum. So a lot has been written about the paradigm shift. Sales of Beeple's Everydays, I think is what's called. The first 5,000 days is what I thought it was called, but apparently it's called Everydays. But a big question still remains, and I could be wrong about that, so fact check me on that. But a big question still remains: who the heck was the buyer? Well, as we told you before on Friday, it was this Metakovan. Metakovan is actually quite famous in the NFT world. He's a founder of Metapurse. The point there is he paid 42,000 Ethereum, right, or $69 million. I don't know. Before 2 months ago, what were NFTs? Where did he get that? He had to be a bag holder of Ethereum from way back. So, but he's the founder of Metaverse, an organization which collects NFTs to display in the metaverse through virtual museums. So I believe that's why that's why he bought it. Every day is the most likely heading to a museum, a purely digital museum at that. So, all right, interesting news, not really stock related. I did find it interesting though. Buckingham Palace has reportedly hired an external law firm to investigate the claims that Meghan Markle bullied royal staff. So now you have the British royals basically coming back after her. You're going to say some bad stuff about us? We're going to dig up some dirt on you. And that is what is going to happen. And this is not going to end well for anybody. So, and then my final bit of news today for you misfits out there. eToro is eToro is a crypto exchange. They do copycat trades too, but they're going public via a merger with a blank check company. Check this out: $10 billion valuation. Now I know that's just 1/10 of Coinbase, but that's still a lot of money. $10 billion valuation. So congratulations to eToro. Congratulations to all you crypto freaks and punks and great people out there. I'm one of you. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We're sponsored by StockTrade.tips. They have one goal to help you profit off the insider knowledge of the hedge funds. We hope you had fun today. We try to do this every day. If the viewership does not pick up, we'll probably pull it back a little bit. Our stocks to watch, our shorts are doing very well. I would to tell you that the member viewership, the membership at StockTrade.tips, to where we send you an SMS text for hedge fund trades that are still probably in the money. We're over 100 now. It's good, and we're moving to a Telegram server. We thought it was going to be Discord, but now it's going to be Telegram, and you'll be hearing more about that in the next 2 weeks. But we still will be doing stocks to watch. I'll try to do these when I can, but unless the viewership picks up for these live streams, we'll start maybe phasing these out. We'll see. Love you guys.